Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's Florida Launch here. We're at the Sunniland Corporation.
It ain't my car.
Yeah.
Got B Davis in the background.
Lee, you got one?
I do.
Better go inside and get a tour. See what it's all about.
As B. Davis mentioned, Lee Moore here. Thank you guys for coming. We're here at Sunniland in Sanford, Florida. And I'm going to give these guys a tour, show what the Florida lawn care nuts, show them what Sunniland's all about, and I'm ready to get it started. First thing I'm going to start with is the history of Sunniland. So we started in 1884. That's right, 135 years. And so the city of Sanford was the celery capital of the world in the late 1800s, and we sold everything to the celery growers. Fencing supplies, fertilizers, you name it, everything. And so celery went away, citrus came in, and we were the #1 distributor of wooden ladders in the late 1950s. And so obviously selling ladders turned into building materials, and as all the citrus grows slowly, the oranges slowly went away and the houses came into Florida, we transitioned into being a pro company. And so we do only professional fertilizers. Old Scotty's was our first retail customer back in the day, and so we've slowly grown to now we're in every single retail location in Florida: Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, every mom and pops you can think of, Rural King, and so we're all over the state of Florida and growing like crazy because of good people like you. We have a great store in Winter Haven. Nicole, she runs a great store over there, and they have it pretty well stocked. In Sebring, we have a few things. Holly Hill, the one you went in, is starting to have some stuff. Jacksonville, actually. So we're slowly but surely getting these guys stocked. So please call one of them and ask for some fertilizer. They'll help you.
I've used that fertilizer in Jacksonville. Some really good stuff.
I guess, you know. Oh, we got my main man Johnny from Florida Lines right over there. Johnny,
B Davis, what up?
Oh. On that note, we're going to get this tour going here soon, and a few more people.
I've used their Sunniland products multiple times. I've used the iron.
Tell them what's happening.
I've used the fertilizer, everything.
Brandon at the Royal College here in Orlando.
So,
We developed a friendship.
really good company. I love helping out Florida, you know, locally grown company. If I can get it from Florida, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my Lorganite, but Sunniland's made here in Florida, so that's what it's all about, baby. We're about to go in here and do this tour and get it popping.
Alright, so we're walking into our little wholesale store and a shipping warehouse. That's our main man Matt. He runs the store here. He's going to show us around a little bit. But basically what we have in here is a walk-in store for professionals and some homeowners too, but most of the stuff in here is all big bag stuff for the pros. So on this side right here, this is where we pick orders for any of the Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware. If they want 10 bags of this, 5 bags
You're
of
good,
that,
man.
3 bags of this, that's what we'll do here.
Nice setup in here.
Do what?
I like the setup, it's nice.
Thank you.
The hell weeder for you.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you got a couple bags there left over, eh?
Alright. Right next to the Iron Plus.
Yeah.
Nitro green. Yep.
Nitro green, I ain't never used that.
That's a good 1608. That's a good one. Let me show you the store here. So I know my man Matt anxiously ready to get rid of. Basically, we have just about every chemical a professional would need in here for the most part. The Quali Pro line and the Brand are the 2 products that we distribute the most of for chemicals, and then our liquid stuff. But just about anything you're looking for in here you can find. Obviously, Matt sells a bunch of granular fertilizer along with the chemicals in here. But
Typically, if we don't have it, I can get it within a couple days.
correct.
I brought my credit card with me today, too.
Yeah.
I need a fungus, I need a bifin, I need it all.
Yeah, I need bifin myself.
Crossbow, liquid iron.
Well, come on in here. Let me show you in here. This is where some more goodies are.
Just everything.
Pretty much everything Quali Pro is what we're trying to carry controlled solutions on for all the pest stuff. we do have whatever stuff you can't get in a generic through Bear or Syngenta. We have to buy it sideways, and so we try not to carry it. We just basically have it just to have it for somebody. But you know, indicator dyes, all your drive. There's your drive, your quinclorac, your bifin, MSM turf. You know, we got it all. So come see Matt sometime.
Say that again.
It's real similar to our Miners Blend that we're now selling on a Sunniland brand, but it's a water soluble powder, and it's a great mix. Chelates in there is definitely what you're looking for. Look at all the EDTAs in there.
Wow.
That's the good stuff there. Oh, we got every blend you can think of. This is mostly for our shrubs. Now, obviously, the lower the analysis, it's more for your shrubs and your trees and all that. Then you get up to the higher analysis for your turf. So anything that starts with an 8 or a 10, or most of the time, going to be good for your shrubs and plants. The 8212 there, that's a University of Florida spec blend, and so the great people at University of Florida made that blend, and pretty much everybody in the state of Florida runs that same blend. Anything in a purple bag has a herbicide on it, and it could be a pre-emergent or post-emergent, but it's definitely got a combo on it. Atrazine is obviously the big one for St. Augustine.
I love atrazine,
And
man.
so we make a lot of atrazine. Dithiopure, prodiamine, oxidazone, bifenthrin.
For your chinch bug needs, guys. You ever have chinch bugs? Get that Sunniland.
Here's one.
There it is.
The Bahihi.
Bags don't look like
The
they're
Bahihi
on
master.
Special, you know?
No.
Hey, it's a broken bag.
What we got here? Oxidazone. So this is mainly for golf courses, but it's a fancy pre-emergent for goosegrass.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's great for St. Augustine. Works for everything. Keep the leaf fertilizer on and we replace the rust.
That's an awesome spreader.
But yeah, so it's chain driven. Everything brings all the fertilizer back down to here. This chain runs, drops them onto the plates here, and out she goes.
Wow.
2,000 pounds is what this will hold a ton of fertilizer.
Jeez.
Adding the spreader is pretty much the industry standard for golf course spreaders.
2,000 pounds. Man.
That's a big spreader, guys.
That is it. Look at
So this is all going to one customer, and we have the keys to his facility, and it'll be there Monday morning at about 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll open his facility, unload one pallet right next to every single one of his spray trucks, and put the rest of the 3 or 4 pallets left inside his warehouse with the keys with the invoice in, and we'll be gone with the gates closed before the first person shows up about 6:30. This is only about 2 months old, our liquid fertilizer line back here.
Ooh.
Here we go. These are 5 2,500 gallon double wall tanks. Got UAN, straight nitrogen in that one. SGA 50, this helps things get chelated, so it turns iron into chelate. The Insure, that's 2800 slow release nitrogen.
I need some of that.
Liquid slow release.
Yep. KTS, that's a 0028. Slow release, or no slow release, just potassium. And that's a source.
This is their new liquid line, guys. Exciting stuff. Can't wait.
That's what I do.
Just go right under here, just like so. Bottle's really dirty. Sorry. So that fills up our tanks. You got 4 heads. Takes 20-30 seconds, maybe a little bit longer to fill up each one. And they come right off the end here. Put a cap on them, just like that. And then we'll have a box made right here. We push them through the box, it tapes it from the bottom there, and bam, out comes out your case. And so it literally only takes less than 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half, to get 4 filled, cased, taped on the pallet.
Look at all this fertilizer, guys. Don't it look beautiful? Uh-oh, my crew's leaving me. Gotta catch up.
Ammonium sulfate, 2100. I'm not going to walk you through every one of them, but this is a Cadillac here in Florida. Ammonium sulfate is the quick release nitrogen of choice here in the state of Florida.
That's out of yours too.
Yep. A lot better than urea. It's not as volatile. It won't dissipate so fast.
Look at all that fertilizer,
sprayed it on
guys.
my grass.
It's kind of really neat to show you. So one of the tricks of the trade is see how big,
Wait a minute.
see how big these particle sizes are. And I pulled that off of the side, and where the particle size is here in the middle, sorry. See, are much smaller. And so that's just gravity for you. The small stuff falls in the middle, the big stuff falls to the sides.
That's awesome.
And so as a front end loader, if he's just pulling in the middle on every single pull, we're going to have an issue there.
Yeah.
And so he has to be careful to pull from the right side to left side to right side to left side to make sure that he's blending that in there and that we're getting a balance. 25 tons, it looks like a full truck, maybe a little bit more. But we're standing 25 tons of 50,000 pounds of sweet smelling success. So that's what we're mixing there. Coconut shell biochar from Cool Terra. And we put 100 pounds in a ton, roughly 5% of the blend. And that was at the highest rate that they suggested. So 5% of the blend is made of this. 100 of 2,000 pounds is the biochar.
Awesome.
There we go. So 24011, we made you a Cadillac blend with 3 different nitrogen sources.
Ooh.
It's got UF nitroform, it's got XCU slow release urea, and then regular urea. So we have a quick, you have a slow, and you have a nitroform, which is just a little bit of both. And but the nitroform is by far the best nitrogen source in here. So you have some SPM, so you have 2% magnesium and 1.5% iron with some chelated iron in there, which is always the way to go. Chelates are the only iron we should really be using. And so that's before the carbon, before the Cool Terra, and that's afterwards.
Nice.
So you can just see, obviously it doesn't look overly pretty once it gets the black on it, but that's what we're working with there.
That is awesome.
Before and the after.